Lally-ho, friends, and welcome back to Kupo Quest Eorzea. This is our Final Fantasy XIV tabletop role-playing game. That's a mouthful. I just realized how long the name of this game is. Anyway, for the last 1.5 episodes, we have been fighting a giant Ochu named Lazy Lawrence, or Lady Lawrence.
Get it right.
Well, Lady Lawrence can also be lazy. So, Lazy Lady Lawrence is who we were fighting.
Feminism.
And it was touch and go there for a while. I mean, we had it was a pretty close call. It was a really, really intense fight. And at the end of it, once you had finally laid Lazy Lady Lawrence low, I can't remember exactly which one of you it was, but you noticed that she had been drugged. That and whatever the ampule was that had been put into her bore the Garlean symbol, which heavily implies that the Garleans, the Empire, had drugged this thing and sent it rampaging in, well, not your general direction, but the general direction of the Twin Adders, the local force that is fighting them in this area. Now, this isn't the first time that something like this has happened. Unintentionally earlier, up in Raubon's Push, in the previous scenario, the local wildlife there was also going crazy based on the experiments they were doing in the area. But it seems like this time they've actually found a way to weaponize the local wildlife. And I'm pretty sure that's kind of like the last thing we did right before we left off for that episode.
Yeah.
So, we'll pick back up there, but the carnage still all around you, with Lazy Lady Lawrence lying broken at your feet, and 3 unconscious, what are they called? Twin Adders are lying around you too. One, unfortunately, has he's no longer with us.
Well, part of him is.
Okay, 2 parts of him are. They're just in separate places.
Yeah.
So,
just throw some Panadol at it. She'll be all right.
So, as the adrenaline of the battle wears off, what are you all doing with this information that you've just learned? I don't know if you've really had a chance to digest it and talk about it yet.
I don't think we did, because it was Voln that had done their final blow on it, tore it apart, and then found the thing.
Yes.
I think the only one that did notice it was Viola. I think was the only one that was able to see what was going on.
Blocked the symbol.
Yeah.
Which you definitely would, knowing your background.
So I think I'm probably just going to walk up to Viola. You see this, yeah? The symbol of the Garlean Empire.
Yes.
I'm obviously not making it accusatory. That's not what I'm doing. Do you know anything? Has any of your memory come back? Is there any... I have a weird feeling if we go back and show them this, I just got a weird feeling something's going to happen.
She kind of, probably mostly subconsciously takes a little step back.
That's valid. I am probably covered in a lot of yucky. I'm literally giving you the ick.
There's a distinct odor pouring off of Voln right now. A little floral, but like a rotten rose. You know what I mean? Like a rose that's died and been left out. It's very pungent, rolling off of him as he's covered in what's left of this Ochu's innards. Zaxi, anything you were doing?
Zaxi, I mean, she's cleaning off our spear and probably helping, like, get any survivors, like, in a group so she can, help, make sure they get healed.
Okay.
She didn't notice shit, so she's living her best life.
I like to think you're just, like, flinging the unconscious people, like, over your shoulder like they weigh nothing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, like, you...
These, like, fully grown men.
I imagine Zaxi walks over to that one poor person split in two, and she, like, picks up both halves, and she looks over at Ken, and he's like, no, I can't do anything about that. And she just, like, throws it over her shoulder.
Tosses them apart, yeah.
So as you're kind of pulling them and putting them all together, lying them in a row, Ken is basically going down the row and using his magic to bring them back to consciousness. As just one by one, their eyes kind of flutter open, and then immediately the first one just sits up, like grasping around for his weapon. Wait. Who are you? Who are you people? And he like looks over and he can see Lazy Lady Lawrence already has been felled. What happened?
We were here to help.
Emissaries?
That's the long story short. Yeah. Emissaries sent to help the Twin Adders with the situation,
Well, thank you. I don't remember much. We were, I don't know, something hit me from behind. One thing, the thing just moved so fast, and then the funguars popped up from the trees, and my head got fuzzy, and the next thing I know, I was out.
That'll be the spores. The spores of the fungi are dangerous, but you don't need to worry too much about the big one. It seems that it was drugged with some solution, and I'm going to show them the stuff or what was found.
At this point, the other two are kind of rousing and coming to. Also, they seem to have less of a violent reaction waking up, as Ken's just slowly kind of explaining it and bringing them to. Wait, you... Oh, sorry. Are you telling me that the Garleans somehow enraged Lawrence to attack? Like
Excuse me.
They directed him towards us somehow?
That about covers it.
I don't know
You're
if
oddly
they
cheery for this.
I don't know if they necessarily actively directed him, her, them towards you, but they certainly didn't stop it. I don't think.
Does Louis know about this? The commander.
This one is Louis. Oh.
She's the one that met you when you first showed up.
Yeah. We don't believe anybody would have known about the frenzy or solution that was used by the Empire. There is some kind of a correlation as to what was happening before at another area closer to... Insert name of level 40 quest here.
It was Rabon's Push is the name of the area you were in.
I don't need to know about Rabon's Push.
I was about to say.
Yeah, like, Rabon can keep his push to himself.
I didn't name it.
Exactly.
Oh, come on. You all think he's hot. Don't even.
Hang on, let me look this guy up. I actually don't remember what he looks like.
Oh, that's alright. I'll take one for the team.
Too much forehead for my taste.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Well, I'm screwed because it's all real estate, baby!
You're only forehead.
Psychic, you're a dude and you like dudes. Why? What? What is that argument?
I just wanted to make a joke about how shiny I was.
You're not even really halfway through your explanation, and he's already starting to stand up, and you can see that as he stands up, he sways on the spot, and Ken catches him, and you can see that whatever the spore's effect are still has like lingering after effects for him, as he's like, we have to get back. We have to let Louis know. This is so far beyond anything they've done before.
Really? They've already done things that have indirectly pissed off wildlife. I would think that the logical next step would be to do so intentionally.
Logical next step, I suppose, if you're a twisted, evil empire looking to disrupt the natural order of things and kill as many people as possible.
Here's the thing, though. If you want to know your enemy or outsmart your enemy, you have to know how to think like them.
He does have a point in the sense of if we have a better understanding of how they act. And we've seen it firsthand up at Rabon's push. They had started the experiments up there, so having the logical side of things does make sense here, and seeing what we've just witnessed, and obviously you with your friends.
As mildly
the reality we're in.
As mildly terrified of Vaughn as Viola is, she's definitely grateful for this mild save there.
He looks between the two of you. You're right. Sorry, I don't mean to be. I don't mean to be so combative. But to your point, we need to report this to my superior. The general needs to know.
You do have one friend that didn't make it, and he's just gonna lean them over to where they are. Do you have somebody that can come to retrieve him?
God, don't show them.
He at this point, right before you can say
I'm
that,
trying to throw a blanket over the fucking halves of the guy.
He sees it just before you do that. Oh God.
Down.
Yeah,
It's a war. They're gonna say a lot worse than one.
I know his wife. I'll tell her. We can take the body back with us. We'll make sure he gets a proper burial. God.
And do you want to take them with you, and we'll see if we can stick around and find anything else? Basically just an excuse to get Ken out of the scene.
Ken, not hearing you say that second part, but does volunteer to walk back with them and take them back to the safety of where you landed, the Hawthorne hut, and possibly let them use the Aetherite there to go back to Gridania. Thank you. Can I trust that you'll deliver this message to Louis for us? At this point, she's probably made her way to the forward base, right outside. We blockaded outside of Castrum Orion, trying to keep the Empire, once we push them back, secured within. And he kind of points off towards the east. If you head in that direction, you'll start to see signs, and then eventually you'll come to the Castrum. We have a forward base right outside where we fortified it as a offensive maneuver.
Yeah.
Will you deliver this to Louis? And we'll make sure that he gets home.
Yeah. We'll make sure it gets there.
Thank you. Truly. Gridania owes you a great deal. As do we all. And I'm sorry for my conduct before. I didn't mean to be so pushy.
You've just woken up from a battle. It's fine.
Well, we'll be off then. Ken kind of nods to you. He does leave his chocobo behind in case you need the assistance, but then he is going to deliver them back to the Hawthorne hut and make sure they see themselves safely to Gridania.
Yeah.
I like to think that when Viola first woke up after getting amnesia'd, she probably also tried to take a swing at someone too, so...
It's just a thing you do, right? You come up, someone's over you, you try to punch them. I mean, I think I would.
But I don't think she did so successfully. I think it was mostly flailing in a direction that might have whacked someone.
Hey, what do you guys want to do now? At the moment, you're still here, kind of in the middle of the East Shroud. You know the direction to the forward base. If you'd like to head there, you can look around here some more. You can just talk amongst yourself for a little bit. What's next?
Do we need to look at anything around here? We found the solution. I think the only other thing that might have been noticed was that I think you said there was someone up on a hill, but I don't remember if anybody actually noticed that part. I think that might have just been part of the set.
Is there a man on a hill?
You do not see. Sorry, you do not see any man on the hill at the moment. No.
Okay, cool. There are no men on hills.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, that was one of those things I don't believe any of the characters noticed.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
One of those GM cutscene things.
There are no men here.
Viola, are you okay? I mean, aside from everything going on with the situation between, us and the Empire and you coming to with your memories, are you okay?
I think so. She's kind of like gives herself a once-over. I think so.
The only reason I ask is mainly due to how the people see the Empire. And as correct as you were in saying the best way to deal with it is to think like they do, there's a lot of people that aren't going to think that same way, so I just want to make sure that you're alright.
Are not Epsilon King here for shit.
Oh. I was basically saying, like...
are not going to think the same way.
Are not.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
are not going to think the same way.
I don't know. I don't really know them any better than you. I mean, maybe I do a little bit, but I don't know. I know things.
It's gonna be
So,
rough.
I'm not exactly the best double agent for anybody, and I'm not really much of a single agent either. You seem to have that part covered.
We still value you on the battlefield, at least.
I just heard you talking to that weird standoffish guy in the red hat. About like having competent people and useful
Yeah,
people
that's...
I'm really trying to be that.
Yes, well... It is hard in the middle of a war. to still be the best that we can be. But on the other hand, Voln is gonna gesture over to Zaxi. I mean, could also end up being like Zaxi, who is a menace on the battlefield and really great in battle.
Zaxi is napping on a branch.
You don't see her at first when you gesture towards her, and then realize that she has climbed a tree.
She's got those with those sleep bubbles that you see in the anime.
Also, I just want the record to show I don't feel like the Warrior of Light was being standoffish.
But he doesn't say much. So
main character syndrome.
He's very man of few words, and I don't think Viola has figured out enough to describe that.
That's fair.
She just sees somebody that she doesn't know how to have a conversation with. That probably wouldn't help things if she tried to initiate one.
That was also done on purpose as a reference to the fact your character talks in Final Fantasy XIV, but never actually says anything and just nods a lot.
And gestures every now and again.
It's the same gesture over and over, yeah.
It is very cute if you though.
The bad guys and put them somewhere else. Anyway, but yeah, she just kind of weirdly she can't look Voln in the face, but she's still looking down.
You're looking way down, trying to avoid his gaze that way. It's easier to just look straight ahead if you want to avoid his eye contact.
Yeah, but then I just look like I'm talking I see the prophecy.
Stare up in the tree at Zaxi, wondering if she's going to fall out.
She won't.
You were just talking about the competent people and all that, and I just wanted to measure up.
Well, you definitely don't have to worry about that. Especially in the midst of battle, I reckon for the enemy, you'd be a pain in the ass to deal with.
I try.
It also doesn't help that you set everything on fire, which is kind of valid if you think about it.
What do you mean?
Well, giant plant creature, I'd set it on fire.
Yeah. When people say kill it with fire, I don't think you ought to mince words when you talk like that.
Yeah.
I took that literally.
Oh. Alright, well, shall we go then?
Okay.
Okay. Are you all heading towards the forward camp, or where are you heading?
The
destination.
Louis, where the quest marker is.
Okay, so you continue on towards the big giant.
We accidentally go in circles 8 times trying to figure out where the fuck the marker is actually pointing.
Do this.
Oh my god! Don't get me started on this one fucking.
You should. It's in any game where there's a little diamond or a little mark thing off in the distance where your quest is, and it's but it's not. It's the elevation. It doesn't necessarily share the elevation, so you're I'm standing on the marker, but it's in a thing where you have to go way back and then go down a hill and around and get into a cave below it.
You move 2 feet, open the map screen, close the map screen, move another couple feet, open the map screen.
So here's my question, though. Are you guys waking Zaxi up? You're just gonna assume she'll catch up.
Hey,
I'll toss a rock at her.
No,
I'm not doing it.
No. I have an idea, Voln. If I boost you up, can you pull the branch and see if we can fling her out the tree and see if she'll do a flip and land on her feet?
I'm so here for this.
Yeah, let's do that. It'll be funny.
Okay.
I'm
gonna make it.
I'll give him a boost.
So hold on, don't make yours yet. Okay, so I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna ask Voln to do a strength check. And then based on that,
Oh.
it's gonna modify your roll. Jeez, those are
Okay.
huge.
I'm trying not to. I'm doing it, but I'm like I'm in on it because I kind of want to see what happens, but like I'm not wholeheartedly in on it.
Okay, this will just be a straight dexterity roll for you then.
I don't want to hurt her. I got
16
got
will
worried
do
when
it.
you said strength. I was like, oh fuck.
So what's this look like, Zach? See as
Okay.
you feel the branch start to launch you off.
Yep. Yeah, so the branch gets pulled down. I start to wake up as it like flings. I fling towards the trunk of the tree. My feet land on the trunk of the tree. I push myself off and then land on my feet on the ground.
I like,
And maybe in the cool like hero pose.
of course. So
Time to go?
just to point out,
Vaughn
I think it was a great
does
idea
flash
because it's
emote, 4 out of
hilarious.
10.
But you're also like a cat dragoon. I don't feel like a height was ever going to be a problem for you. But it was fun nonetheless.
Yep.
Yeah. Vaughn type /emote in the chat and pulls out a 10.
I love that. It's funny.
Okay. You all head
yeah,
off
what do you
in the
do?
direction that the kind gentleman pointed you
Quest marker.
until you can start to see the cat. You can start to see the Imperial signage as you get closer. You can see the Imperial flag posted here and there. You can see the remnants of what were small barricades they'd put together that have been overrun by the Twin Adders. And eventually you come to the front of this large castrum, and in front of that, there is this large wall that is meant to keep people out, obviously, but a camp of people on your side of it have set up temporary tents, temporary command centers, and you can see this hustle and bustle of people running about, all in the Twin Adder Gridanian gear, that yellow, is it black? You know,
I think it's yellow and black.
Yeah, yellow and black.
as you can see, just like this buzz of them running around. So they're on this side of the fence. They haven't actually made it past this gate you can see into the castrum. But they have set up their own kind of temporary fort here on the outside as a siege of some sort, in order to keep them within the walls of the castrum if possible. Your approach does not go unnoticed, as two of the guards just approach you cautiously. You're not wearing any regalia that signifies that you're with the Empire, so they're not openly hostile. But one of them just puts their hand up. Hold on there, friends. What's your business here?
We are emissaries from Raban and the people. We need to deliver a message to Louis after dealing with lazy Lady Lawrence in the forest after she'd gone crazy.
Oh, yes, we were told to expect you. 1 second, I will fetch Louis for you. Please make yourselves at home. Can I offer you anything to drink? If you want it, there's a temporary mess hall right over there if you need to refresh yourselves.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll send Louis there to meet you. And he kind of gives you the
Right.
salute.
Let's get
And
some
then-
grub.
Turns to go find Louis. It doesn't take long. As you all make your way over, just get some refreshments and basically just start to calm down from the intensity of the battle. Louis does come back over, and you can see she also just looks very flustered and just like she's got a million things going on. So, were you able to dispatch Lawrence?
Just a quick note, I got ads because I'm not subscribed at the moment. Literally Final Fantasy XIV online ad.
It knows, because I told it was FF14. Look at that. Look at that. Creepy.
Thanks, internet.
We were able to deal with lazy Lady Lawrence. And we were
Looks
able
momentarily
to
confused the Lady Lawrence part, but doesn't comment.
rescue...
Because she's an ally.
Yeah. and she knows her place. We were able to save 3 of your men. One was predisposed by the time we got there. Is the nicest way to say what happened. I'm sure you'll get a full report from your men.
Understood. And she looks around. Are they here with you?
They have gone back to insert name of place here, and will likely use the Aetherite to go home to Gridania.
Of course. To deliver the body. Of course.
They also
That's what I would have told them to do.
weren't conscious when we got there, but that's beside the point.
Well, then it's a good thing you showed up. So that threat has been dealt with. Okay. I wish we
Yes,
knew
but
what was...
we have... Yes, about that.
You
know you
have
should know.
information.
Yeah, we were able to find a vial of something inserted into the Ochu, and it is believed to be a similar substance to that used up in Brabham's push for the local wildlife, except now there is physical evidence of it being done.
Are you saying those bastard Garleans have been, what, injecting these things with something to make them feral?
That is the current hypothesis, yes.
As if we didn't have enough on our plates. What with all their war machina running around, now we have to worry about whether or not the local wildlife is going to act erratically and try to kill us as well. I swear the depths of their depravity know no bounds, do they? Well, did you manage to retrieve any samples of this, or was it all... That's probably too much to ask for. Was it all used by the time you got there?
The sample was used, and Voln's gonna like nod over to Viola, because I did like say, hey, have you seen this? But I probably assumed that I gave it to you.
Yeah.
You're probably the smartest.
Yeah. I think I would have taken the needle off of it and like gotten rid of that. So
smart. I wouldn't have even fucking thought of doing that.
You're like, where did I put it? Ow! Oh, here it is.
Ow! Now I want to punch everyone.
Do you care if I take that? Maybe there's something, some traces of magic that we might be able to pull. Just maybe find something else out about it. Produce an antidote.
I'm gonna look at Vaughn.
I don't see why not. Just while we're here helping out, Viola, do you want to work with their people to see if you can figure something out about it as well for our own information?
Okay.
I mean, you're the most magically inclined, and as I said before, the most intelligent.
Flattery.
Wink.
I like how in every campaign, Epsilon just becomes the magical Swiss Army knife.
Deus Ex Epsilon.
It's like that in Daggerheart too. They're like, magic.
Literally.
They all just look at Epsilon.
It's a magic thing, and it's like Rhea. It's like
got
there's
this,
a
right?
magic thing. Point Rhea at it and see what happens. And Rhea's like, I just wanted to go have lunch, my dude.
The amount of times that we've done something magically inclined, and I've almost said Euphrasia.
I was waiting. I was
Yeah.
wondering. I'm like, was Euphrasia another magical? I guess Euphrasia was the iconic Swiss Army knife.
Yeah. I guess because when you came in, we kind of already had Izzy as the magical.
You had the magical
Swiss
Swiss
Army
Army knife, but you didn't have a religious Swiss Army knife.
We did need that.
Which, yeah, you did
had
need.
a
'Cause you're all
literal
pissed off.
knife.
You did have a literal knife, yeah.
I don't think Euphrasia had any knives.
Well, I think she meant Basquiat. We already had the
Oh, I
literal
know.
giant arsenal of knives.
Yeah, Basquiat, you had lots of knives, but you did not have an inn with the one icon you really needed the inn with. So
Or a brain.
So,
And then you
as-
had an inn with more knives in the form of Livy.
oh man, I wonder what their babies look like. We really should
Oh,
get
that
back
would-
to okay. So as you hand this over, she takes like this cloth and wraps it up to keep it safe. Thank you. You've already done so much. But I suppose I owe you that debrief of why you've been sent here in the first place.
Yeah.
She kind of motions for you to sit at one of the tables as she kind of takes a seat across from you. So, let's give you kind of the status of things as they are here. As you know, our main objective here is to hold down the fort, as they say, of Castrum Orions to keep them from sending any kind of reinforcements up to Castrum Meridianum. So far, we've been locked in many, many struggles with the Empire that's led to casualties on both sides. Specifically, when they introduced this new war machina in our last skirmish, it was large. It resembled a large red scorpion, actually. Autocannons fitted where its pincers should be, and a large laser cannon where the tail of a scorpion would normally be found.
Viola does not say this out loud, but she thinks that sounds sick as fuck.
Give me an intelligence check.
Oh, really? Me?
Yes, you.
Okay.
I just wanted to appreciate it.
15. You do think it sounds sick as fuck, and as you're kind of thinking about it, flashes pop into your head. You've seen the blueprints for this thing. They pop into your head just there and then gone as fast as you can. It's hard to get any details out of your memory, but you remember just a flash of looking over the blueprints of this.
What a twist.
You remember them laid out on this large table. You remember helping to design this thing. But before any of those details come back to you, the memory kind of fades away, and you're kind of just left sitting there, slightly stunned. As Louis continues,
go off.
not noticing anything going on with you. This weapon also was able to emit this very powerful burst of energy. So even when we tried to surround the thing, it seemed to have a mechanism to repel us away. We lost about 10% of our forces fighting this one machine.
Like an invisible wall of sorts, or some sort of outward pushing force.
Like an outward pushing force, as though from within the mechanism itself, once we got too close, it would kind of pulse. Sometimes it would push people back. Sometimes it was so strong that it would stop people's hearts, killing them instantly. It was
It's like certain underwater
terrifying.
creatures where they can attack things by moving air in different ways fast enough.
The mantis shrimp.
It does remind me of that, actually, now that you say it. And with all that you've told me, it does seem as though the Empire may be drawing their inspiration from the natural world. They seem to be experimenting enough with those things, as you told me up north, here in the Shroud. We can't overlook the fact that this thing looks like a literal scorpion.
Nature's rather fascinating, and it's very good at what it does. It's just the one thing that it doesn't do is listen to other people.
That does sound like the Empire turning a deaf ear to the pleas of the Eorzeans. So they've got that going for them too. Let me ask you this. Is Viola giving any kind of Even just like a change in her voice, any kind of...
Oh, 100%.
Okay, what's the vigilance of you two, Zaxi and Balm?
Oh, fuck. Vigilance, 13 for me.
12.
Okay. I think you all have been around her long enough because, you know, this is the third major mission, but there's been, 20 levels there. So there's been some connection between you all, and you've worked together. I think you all are picking up on something. The way she's speaking, it's just a little faster.
She's like
Balm,
moving her hand almost like she's trying to write something down
you have no way of knowing
against
what
her
it
leg.
is, but something about this has shaken her just a bit. So you can imagine our surprise and perplexity when, out of seemingly nowhere, the Empire and this machine retreated. Well, all intents and purposes, they were winning the battle. But they just stopped fighting and ran.
What was happening at the time?
We were getting slaughtered. I mean, I cannot... I've gone over this with my second in command. I've gone over this with my most trusted advisors. I've racked my brain. There is no reason strategically that I can see for them to pull back at this time. They had us on the ropes.
Fear.
Maybe they wanted to test their new product with Lady Lawrence. Maybe they were just toying with us. Maybe it was a tester. I don't know. If it were me, I wouldn't have stopped until all of them were dead.
An empire would be quite an awful empire if it took over a place and just utterly wiped out everything within it, right?
But the advancing army, that's a different story. I can't for the life of me think about why they would do this.
Because I don't think the battle was the main reason for their forces retreating. I don't think it was because you were going to them. It's more so sounding like because this is a new machine that you've spotted under the Empire's control, it sounds like it was more of a information gathering on the dangerous. On the dangerous? What the fuck was that, Michael? On the dangers of what it was capable of before they were able to
Test run.
start producing more of it. Essentially, yes. That's my theory.
Well, if that was the test
Everything
run,
has been a test.
Either they knew something about it was likely to fail, maybe, that we wouldn't be able to see until
Like
it
there's a
did.
certain limit to it, you think?
Maybe, because you wouldn't want your big, giant, scary machine to just explode in front of the enemy, because that's an awful look on you. I mean, yeah, sure, big, scary machine make big, scary explosion, but if you know that the big, scary machine could eventually explode and stop being a big, scary machine, then what use is there to build a big, scary machine? Also, what use is there to build a big, scary machine if there's no one left alive to tell the tale about how big and scary it is?
There's our comment of the day. In the comment, how many times did Epsilon say big scary machine in that sentence? You're not allowed to rewind.
you have to guess right now. We'll know if you cheated.
We'll know. I'll
Kellen?
know.
We want your guess right now. Write it down.
Literally, I and your dad. Do not rewatch it.
After you say all that, there's a moment where Louis just kind of looks at you, and there's no suspicion or anything in her eyes or her tone, but she says, "Wow, you really understand the enemy, don't you?"
Been studying them.
That's why
That makes
she's our
perfect sense.
intelligence.
Well, I would hate to think what that thing will be capable of once they work out all of the kinks then, because what I saw was devastating already. Anyway, and as she goes to say more, there's this commotion that starts coming up through the camp. As she looks over, and there's people kind of like moving out of the way and kind of running around. As you see this small little kind of floating, it almost looks like a floating cabbage. Is
Damn
kind
it!
of
You
like,
beat me to it.
it's kind of buzzing around, and it keeps bumping into people. And for those of you that play Final Fantasy XIV, you'll know this as a Sylph. And I'll throw the NPC there up on the. It kind of looks like their heads kind of look like a cabbage. I think they look like little cabbage fairies.
They're adorable.
And this thing seems kind of agitated. It doesn't seem like it's like trying to hurt anybody, but it seems disoriented, and it's bumping into people and like flying around.
And it doesn't seem like it can see?
It's hard to tell. It's kind of just like ping-ponging around, and just you can't really hear what it's saying from this point, but it's kind of just talking kind of incoherently.
Oh, they speak words.
They do speak words. They do speak words, but you're just kind of getting like little bits here and there. At this point, Louis kind of stands up. That's odd. Sorry, we've made an alliance with the Sylphs, but this is very odd behavior for them. I need to go investigate this. As she kind of walks in that direction. What do you all want to do?
Zaxi, do you want to go with her to talk to the Sylph? I haven't interacted with them before, but I've heard that they're very much into the proper and more upbeat kind of personalities than I know. And well, if there's any ray of sunshine, we know it's well.
Sure, I can go, and I'm just like I sort of like skip behind, like catch up, and
so Zaxi's going over to deal with this. I love it.
Hell yeah!
Vi hides inside her own collar, like, please don't
throw a little chaos into the loop.
Part of me is like, Vold and Epsilon are probably going to be talking about a lot of stuff, and I also have felt bad that Kill, you've just kind of sat there this whole time.
Literally,
like,
I need to tell you, this is fine, except like I have been absolutely fine because I am having the worst allergy reaction of the season right now, and I'm low-key miserable. So not having to say much this round is absolutely fine.
Except for right now.
I have taken so much allergy medication, and I'm still so itchy.
I hate that. Mine, it always makes my eyes itchy, and I hate that's like one of the worst feelings. I hate it.
Yeah.
So
I'm living it right now.
As you make your way over to this scene, Louis at this point is trying to calm this thing down, but it's just kind of flying about, like just still like looking for people. Sometimes it'll grab people and it'll like shake them a little bit and then just kind of like fly off to the next person, and you're just getting little pieces of things. You're hearing the words Little Solace.
Oh, they're so cute.
They are cute, aren't they? And you just keep hearing the words this one over and over. What do you want to do?
Solace.
Oh my god.
I think like what Zaxi might try to do, because she's kind of quick, because she's a cat person, is I think she is going to try to, because she notices like this thing isn't like really searching, like can't really see where it's going necessarily, you know what I mean? So she's probably going to like be the thing that this Sylph keeps bumping into, sort of like playing with it a little bit, like when you get like a bug that you're sort of like, and she's just sort of like keeping it sort of in a little bit of a loop, so at least the general or whoever they are has like can hear better, or she can hear better or something, but basically like trying to keep it contained a little bit so it is less chaotic in general, and also so like we can pick up on more information.
So I will say that's a great idea. I'll also say from the outside perspective, Vaughn and Viola, it does look like you sent her over and she's just playing with this thing like a cat would, a mouse. She kind of keeps running around it because you're too far away to really understand what's going on. So it does look like Viola's just goofing off.
I just googled a Sylph and I found an image of one labeled hostile Sylph, and then I found another one labeled tipsy Sylph, and that one has a freaking health bar. So I feel like that one's very dangerous.
Everyone's dangerous to tipsy.
Tipsy and hostile is the worst combination, though. So now that you're doing that, I will say you can hear the thing just kind of floating around. This one, loose ends with worry. Red one, Little Solace, and it just keeps flying around, saying that over and over. Red one, Little Solace, over and over.
Little Solace. Would I know what that means? Would anybody know what that means?
I will give you an intelligence check with advantage because you're from Gridania, but I wouldn't say just everybody from Gridania probably wouldn't have intimate knowledge of the Sylphs, but I'll give you advantage.
Whoa! I just watched this dice go like. Ugh.
Nice.
Yeah.
15.
That dice was the tipsy Sylph we met.
That dice is the tipsy Sylph. It's the final boss of this campaign.
With a 15. Let's see. 15, you're Gridanian. You've definitely never been there, but you've heard that there are a group of Sylphs that have kind of separated from the main contingent that's further in the Shroud, and that the place where they dwell is often referred to as Little Solace. So you're pretty sure it's a place.
I think I'm gonna go, Little one, is there something wrong with Little Solace? Try to see if it'll, respond to it being, interacted to directly.
For the first time, it seems to actually notice somebody. Give me a mind or vitality check.
Cool, we'll do vitality just because it's bigger. What is this?
That was...
What is dice doing?
It went to 20 and then rolled over.
Jitter dice.
So 16. That is enough. As for the first time, it slowly starts to calm down, and then it just starts nodding its head. Oh yes, Little Solace. We're being attacked. The red one came through with all of the others. They're shooting. They're poking. They're hurting us. They sent this one to get help.
The red one. Can you guide us there?
You help? You
Yes.
help us?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yes. And at this point, it just kind of turns around and starts going.
I'm gonna run and say, gotta save some Sylphs, and then gotta catch them all. And I'm just running. I'm just following it and trusting that my team, who knows me well, will follow along.
You can also hear as you start to go out, as you start running towards just following after them. We'll get back to what the two of you do in just a second. But you can also hear Louie starting to shout orders to people. You can hear her saying, "The Sylphs are under attack." And then she starts directing people this way and that way. And you see this just burst of movement as people start to go and get ready and things like that. It's going to take them a little bit longer to mobilize, though. So now I'll say, are you guys following? Vaughn and Viola.
I feel like it'd be silly not to follow, but at the same time,
It would
being
be so funny if you didn't.
we'll see you there, Lamau.
Who needs an army when you have Zaxi?
Zaxi is the army.
I am the brute squad.
You all... Go ahead.
Yeah. No, people need to go ahead. So I feel like Vold is tired. And he's probably just like, it's not what I meant, but he's gonna follow along.
Okay.
That's
Viola.
what
Ken will show up with them later.
Ken's gonna like come back and be like, "Where the fuck is ever?" No, it's Ken. Ken's gonna be that meme from Community when
Is that the one where it comes back in with the pizzas?
with the pizza and everything's on fire.
Everything's
Yeah,
on
I can't
fire.
remember his character's name. So Viola, I assume you're going to, or no? Viola.
Yes.
Okay. You all are running as fast as you can. I mean, Zaxby's not really waiting for you, so Zaxby, you're gonna get there first. As you're just beating your way through the shroud as fast as you can. This Sylph hasn't even turned around to make sure you're following. It's just you said you would help, and it's just running back towards
Like,
towards
bye!
Little Solace.
Yeah.
It's you can tell it's in like this state of panic. It doesn't know. It's not really thinking clearly. Its only goal: get help, bring it back, and it's just not really functioning outside of that level of autonomy right now.
Sounds like me on a Sunday.
Eventually, as you burst through the trees, you find yourself in this little tiny community within the trees. You can see that there
Oh, it's
are.
so cute.
It is a pretty cute place. There are some small tents pitched, and you can see there are where some of the Twin Adder had been staying and assisting here. You do see, however, 2 more slain Twin Adder bodies. Here and there, you see a Sylph as well that seems to have met their fate. But otherwise, you just see chaos erupting here. You see Sylphs fleeing every which way. You can hear the fire of the mechanical war machina weapons, the rifles that they have. And what's your vigilance? 12? I think you said?
Yeah.
You can see the telltale marks on one of the trees of like a burn mark that just kind of slashed through the tree. And you can see like where it hit the limbs of the tree have been cut off, and there's just like burnt leaves at the bottom of it. Almost like a laser or something went.
Ooh, that was nice sound.
Did it actually come through? I didn't think it would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it again.
No, that's too much pressure.
Aw.
I'll get it wrong this time. At this point, Vaughn, you and Viola managed to catch up. Sax is quite a bit faster than you, but like at this point, just chaos has erupted everywhere. What do y'all want to do?
Voln is going to start directing and trying to get people out back, like at least outside of the limits of everything here, to try and protect as many people as he can. He knows that he is not the person to be dealing with a lot of this chaos. He's just going to start directing people to get the Sylphs and Adders and whoever's still alive out of here.
Who could be a traffic crossing guard? I was gonna say air traffic controller, but that makes less sense. He'd be more of a crossing guard.
I can see it. I can see it. That seems like what a tank would do for like a part-time job. It's like still kind of protective. You're putting yourself in danger when you jump in front of the traffic. I can see that.
Help the kids cross the street.
I will give you the same role that we gave to calm the other one down. You will have vitality or mind. It will be a higher DC because you're dealing with more people. 14.
14.
Holy.
Okay. There is a lot going on. Some of those nearest you seem to click into it. You're not getting as much people attention as you would hope, but some of the Sylphs see you kind of motioning towards them and start to run in your direction. I will say you see one that's kind of struggling to keep up, and as it flies by, there is an Imperial soldier that turns around and kind of notices it, and you can see he takes out this what looks like a one-handed. Well, it's a pistol. it's like a laser
Where
pistol,
is it?
and you see him aim it at the Sylph. I know you got
Where
a
is it?
reaction to do something here.
Where is it? Oh, it must have been the fucking warrior. I can start running towards the Sylph.
Okay.
And because we are out of battle, it's like its own thing or whatever.
This is like a weird combat that I'm trying it out. So it's
Yeah.
not as structured. It's going to be a little bit different and free flowing.
I can
Mainly because we don't have our white mage, so I just want to see how this goes.
I'm going to. Where is it? I do. If it's close enough, I'm going to kind of, when an enemy begins their turn, I'm going to provoke the enemy to look at me instead.
Okay.
I'm just going to kind of like, probably just like throw my shield. I don't know why I've put this shield as like a boomerang thing now.
You just
It's
yell at
I'm
him.
just so Australian.
You're Captain America, is what I
Yeah.
imagine you are.
I'm Australian. It's a boomerang. The shield is a boomerang shield. No.
So Captain Boomerang.
I'm going to pick up a rock and just piff a rock at it.
Okay.
What is it with you and throwing rocks today?
You pick up this rock and
He's
you
not in a
throw it.
class.
I like it.
Go ahead and give me just go ahead and give me probably a
People.
dexterity check or strength.
Oh,
I'll give you
can I-
either. Well, no, let's
Thank
do dex.
God.
It's-
No,
I know. I already
I
said
will
it,
do
so-
anything.
You can do the strength one then.
Okay, I can do the strength one.
Well,
No,
let's
we'll
see.
take, We'll take a 14.
14 was exactly what you needed anyway. So that's perfect.
Yay.
So you see this and you just scoop up this rock and throw it, and it manages to just hit this pistol right before it shoots as it kind of goes off and misses, and you can see the little beam of energy that it fires misses the Sylph by inches as it kind of screams and starts hurrying and flying faster towards the way you directed it. This guy turns towards you. Well, that was a fucking mistake. We're gonna come back to you. What are you? Let's go to Zaxi. What are you doing?
I want to hit something. I don't even like something. One of the bad guys. I want to hit something somewhere. She's so angry that this is happening to these cute little morsels.
Okay. You see that there is one larger gentleman that has cornered, like there's 3 or 4 of the Sylphs that seem terrified and frightened, and they're kind of backed into this little cutout in a tree that you can obviously we're trying to hide. And as he comes around and he's got this big long blade and he brings it out, and there's like this sadistic grin on his face.
Hey Gargamel, no soup for you. And then this that's a fucking deep reference.
That was.
Wow.
I haven't heard the words Gargamel in a while.
I don't even know where I pulled that out of. I'm on so many drugs. Yeah.
Out of context, that's hilarious. I'm on so many drugs.
So many drugs.
It's all allergy medicine, Twitch. Calm down.
Legal.
Over the counter
In-game.
stuff.
It's all perfectly legal, folks.
In-game.
Not the shit that Zaxy's on in game, though. That shit is totally illegal.
That's definitely illegal.
Shrooms, if anybody's guessing. All right. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna just like try to hit it with my combo a bunch of times. That was
Oh, right. It's like stuck.
Here we
I
go.
think it looks like it's
14
rolling.
attack.
14 attack for this one is not going to hit. This is a 16.
Okay.
you
That's
need.
still 5, and then I'm gonna hit again.
Okay.
Maybe with the
Congratulations, you
disavowal
rolled 8
because that
ones.
would stun him, and then this sort of like unthing that would be enough
That
to
would-
get
That
them
would
to
do
run
more. Yeah.
Okay, come on.
Oh,
You fuck.
13.
13's not gonna do it, but it does take another 5 damage.
Okay. With this though, it's still enough
It was
to
on
distract.
17, and then it rolled to a less.
I
Lame.
know. I saw that. It was so sad. It is still enough to distract him as he's getting ready to do this. All of a sudden, you come out of nowhere, and he sees you at the last second, and he turns to engage with you, and he manages to deflect. Man,
What the
deflect.
we are
What's
all
wrong
on a
with-
roll today.
We are.
Man,
He
I just
manages
stopped
to deflect both blows, but you do still manage to like kind of just graze him a little bit. As he like looks up at you and looks you up and down, expecting to see, the regalia of the twin adders. You don't have to get emotional. It's okay.
Yeah. I just really love these Sylphs.
That was enough. The Sylphs, like they kind of panic, and you can see them like flying off away from behind him as he like sees them go. Now, why'd you have to go and do that for? And then he's gonna try to engage with you as we cut back to Viola. What are you doing?
Sorry, I think my boyfriend is dying in video games because he just made a me-level noise from the other room.
Video game or real life? I don't know. We'll check on him later.
Yeah, if he's dying at IRL, he'll text me.
He'll text me. Love it.
BRB, going to the hospital. Oh,
Epsilon Hulp.
Oh.
When I see him about to fucking shoot this Sylph even before as all of this is happening, because I imagine this is kind of all happening at the same
All at the same time.
I'm just yelling. I feel like Viola's instinct is to just yell, "Wait, what are you doing?"
To the two of them, they just immediately start fucking
Oh
shit
no,
up.
the dude.
Which one? Sorry. Which dude?
Are there multiple dudes?
Yeah, so there's two. So there's one with like a pistol that's attacking Vaughn, and then there's another one that is that was attacking the Sylphs in the little cove.
that is now in canon Gargamel.
That is his
From the
name is
Smurf,
Gargamel.
yeah.
And there are others like kind of all over the place. Like there's a lot of Imperial soldiers here. But if you want to
I
address
think it was
one of the-
initially aimed at the one who was about to literally freaking shoot a Sylph as it was fleeing.
that makes
But
sense.
if
he'd
the
be
other
one closer
guy,
to you.
if the other guy hears it, he can hear it.
Okay. So I think they're probably too far away. I think Zaxi would have ran deeper in, having gotten there before you and just looking for carnage. Vaughn
Yeah.
kind of immediately started shouting to people. So there, he's just kind of maybe if we were looking at this on a grid, 4 squares away from you. And at this point, Vaughn is just kind of standing about 10 feet from this guy with the pistol pointed like directly at him at this point, with Vaughn's shield up and just ready to go. When you shout, go ahead and just give me a mind check.
That's my second best thing. That's a
Thank
big
God,
number.
at least one of us is able to do something.
24.
That's a big number.
Oh.
So with a 24, he kind of looks over in your direction. This will open you up, Vaughn. I'll give you a free attack right now with advantage, because
Hell
Vaughn,
yeah.
Viola has successfully distracted him as he looks over, expecting another combatant to come at him. As he starts to instinctively move his pistol towards her, because you didn't actually put enmity on him. But I'll give you the free attack.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I get shot for this, I don't care.
Oh, no.
What happens, happens.
You might
Apparently
get
provoke
shot.
Does inflict enmity. Provoke does inflict enmity.
Oh, it
But I mean,
does.
did I-
Okay,
Technically provoked. I did throw a rock at it.
that's true. Okay.
You did. All you
However,
did is
Viola
eat.
did roll a 24, which was almost 10 higher than me.
I know.
Yeah.
He's probably
if I
gonna.
pulled a, I'm.
He's probably going to shoot Viola, but I'll remember to take the -5 off. How's that sound?
That's a deal. Yeah, I like that.
Okay. All right. Don't tell anyone we had this conversation.
Deal. Yeah. Can I see you in my office real quick?
It's gonna make Killer cry.
I can't stop crying.
All right, free attack, and then he'll shoot his thing off real quick.
Okay.
I
so
hate
I'm
when that
gonna
happens.
well, damn. I might as well just do my combos. Yeah, I'll just do my combo. Oh,
Ooh.
that's all I'm getting out
You
of
do
that
have
first
advantage, so throw another d20 on there. I gave you advantage for the distraction.
That.
Oh,
Wow.
man.
And then the second part of that combo is Rage of Halone. Which is better.
17 will hit this guy, for sure.
So it's 3, 6, 12 damage. As
12 damage
Voln,
is a big chunk.
as Voln takes the initiative. As soon as, like, Voln has been in enough combats now and done enough fucking dungeons and shit, as soon as he, like, even hesitates to take the gun away from Voln, he's fucking in there.
Okay. At the same
Please
time...
please do not the Imperial soldier in broad daylight in front of all these people.
What have they gotta do? Start a
Do
war?
not.
Sure, yeah, good point.
Do not be fucking the Imperial soldier in
Okay.
broad daylight. You just said he's fucking in there, so
You're like,
Yeah, he's fucking...
Vaughn like looks
He's
around.
like,
He's like,
Look,
nobody's paying
Careless
attention.
Careless Whisper starts playing.
The guy has the gun pointed at Viola, and then he just looks back at you and he raises that eyebrow, and then it fades to black.
If I sing it shittily, can we get around copyright?
Maybe? I don't know.
Parody.
What really
Yeah.
happens, though, is as that's happening, he starts unloading this 3 shots directly at Viola. What is your defense?
Oh, that's a good question. My normal self-defense, my human
Yes.
self-defense that isn't magic is 12.
12. 2 of these will hit you then, even with the
Cool.
-5 from the enmity.
Did we, like, get all our stuff back after
You do.
we
You're fully
fought
healed.
Larry?
So
Excuse
the
me,
way...
Lazy
oh, we're
Lawrence.
fully hit. Fuck
Yeah,
yes.
so remember, Final Fantasy XIV, it plays very similar like the game. You get your hit points back at the end of the encounter.
His name is
So-
Larry in my brain now. I don't
Lazy
respect
Lady Larry Lawrence.
I don't
Okay.
respect lazy lady Larry Lawrence enough to call them by their actual name.
So with that, you're going to take total... Hold on, let me-
And I can't. Oh no, instant abilities happen at any time. Can I?
Oh man, this hurt so bad. That made me so emotional.
That will be 19 damage coming in your direction.
That's mostly inconsequential, I say, as that's about half my health, but it's still mostly inconsequential. It's fine.
And it's also fair though, because as soon as this happens, you're Vaughn colliding with him at the same time as this goes. And the last one misses because as you kind of plow into him, he goes wide and it just kind of hits a tree
Yeah.
nearby. You actually dealt a shit ton of damage to him too, as he kind of stumbles back and his eyes seem to pick up and focus on you again. All right.
He looks up and then down.
What the? Oh, yeah. Zaxi, back to you. This thing I think is going to take an attack at you because it didn't get to.
You can fucking try, bitch.
Jesus Christ, you're right. Does a 6 hit you?
Absolutely not.
You will still take 9 damage as you deflect it, but he manages to graze you as well. Your turn, though.
I'm gonna fucking.
Oh, that's so funny.
Hang on, let me pull up. I don't like it.
I don't like Valor.
What don't you like?
We weren't supposed to be doing battle today.
Yeah. You're not really? You kind of are.
Yeah, that's why I gotta. That's
So when
why I have to open up.
When I looked at this
This is
encounter,
one
I'm
of
like,
those-
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, this is one of those famous Wolfkins. We're totally not doing that, but also like, what if we did though?
Well, you know, sometimes I like it. Well, when I was looking at it, in all honesty, I was like, this encounter seems relatively like trash, like in a dungeon. It's like I don't feel like putting laying out the map and doing that and dragging it out for like an hour. Like I just don't feel like
ads.
going through the hullabaloo.
Oh
So I
fuck!
thought
He also got a .3 on the target. So.
Oh, okay. Okay.
he
Good to
takes-
know.
A lot of
More
things
damage.
happen when I yell at people. I should do that more often.
That was a pretty good yell.
This is why.
I got shot 3 times in the Sylph, but that's okay.
True.
It's like I don't think I got
Not
shot
bad.
in the face, but like I almost did.
No, I say like the shoulder.
Yeah.
I also now have Power Surge. I don't remember what that means. Your abilities do an additional 3 damage. That's what it means.
Okay.
So now now I'm gonna hit again, and it's gonna be even harder. So, fuck this bitch. With my combo. With extra 3 damage. So start with 2 thrust. That was a
Oh, that was such a dick move on that dice's part.
dice.
Did it
tonight.
jitter into
This
the
dice
bad
is
number?
This dice is it's a nat 1. This dice is also having allergies.
It was on a 17 and hit one of the D6s and went over to a 1.
Oh, I thought it like jittered into a bad roll
Still,
because they've been
That's
jittery
8
lately.
damage.
yeah.
So,
Well, here,
That's-
let me do this too. Hold on, this might help. Give me 1 second before you roll. Because I don't know. Oh, can I not control it? Never mind. Go ahead. I don't know how to do it that fast. I thought it was faster than... Because I know you can change the size to make it a little smaller.
Christ, it's like a teeny tiny little space, so they keep bumping into each other.
Yeah.
Is an 18 gonna hit?
18's going to hit. Yeah.
Okay, so that's 5. So 8 plus
Plus the 3, plus
11.
the 16's 19 points of damage total?
Is,
No, plus
Yeah,
the other
19.
5.
19 points of damage.
24, because you still get the 8 from before, right?
Yeah, total plus with the true thrust plus. Yeah.
Right, okay. That's enough. So what does it look like to just murder this guy in cold blood? Not
Yeah,
really
you
cold
like-
blood, I guess.
He like goes to hit me with this stupid fucking sword or whatever. I'm like, I liked your cat better, and I I basically like hit him twice with my lance, and last time basically like shoving through like the bottom of his chin up through his head to like throw him out of the way.
Oh,
Yeah, she's fucking brutal, guys. She
She
cool
is
as
pretty
hell.
as you do that, you throw him, and his body kind of collapses, and there's just this one sylph it kind of lands right in front of, and she looks down at it and then looks up at you. That was awesome! And then she just flies off in a different direction. We'll jump back, Viola. I'm going to give you an action, because you did the distraction, so I'm going to go ahead and give you the action now. What are you doing with this guy that's engaged with Valn?
Congratulating him on his engagement.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
I hope you two are very happy.
they
We
just
got right up
finished.
in there.
They
Yeah,
just
we're
finished, and they
engaged.
pop a question.
Where's that blinking PDF? I didn't have it pulled up because I wasn't expecting to have to kill
Yeah,
people today.
you threw this on this man, and
Yeah,
it's
my
not
bad.
cool. I have a headache.
And they can do fire. I think I sent it in the Kupo Lounge. Oh, Lord. While you're looking that up, the Valn, is there anything you want to just... no full action.
No.
But any just flair you want to add?
There it is.
sounded,
Lord.
that sounded like a noise that Zaxi might make.
Me being frustrated at not being able to open it.
That's
Kinda
what we call
sounded-
the epsilon noise. That's what I do when I'm perturbed or instead of raging and yelling at video games, I just make weird screeching noises.
Sounded a little bit like a cat hissing, I thought.
A little
At
bit.
least you make coherent sounds. I just sound like I'm having a fucking stroke if something goes wrong in the game.
I get that.
I'll start saying words and none of them make sense. I feel like Vold is probably just like after he like looks up, looks down, and Vold's gonna be like, "Yeah, down, I get it, whatever," and like.
There's so many things that aren't me.
Oh yeah.
There's so many places that aren't Andorra. That's a reference for like 2 people.
I'm just gonna. So I'm not doing anything just to build the tension. As Viola, as you're watching this, as you're like going through the motions to cast your thing, you can see this guy has put this pistol right, like they're very close to each other at this point, and he's got it right at Vaughn's face. Vaughn gives him that little kissy, that little kissy thing he just did, and you can see it's almost like time. It's almost like time slows down for you as you can see him slowly pulling that trigger right as you finish your cast. So what are you casting?
A spell,
Power.
probably.
Yeah.
Spell.
It'd be fire time.
He's just gonna be like, "Hey guys, can't we all just get along?"
But that's a number. That costs things.
You should have all your MP too.
I
So.
do.
Oh.
That's so bad.
9 magic defense. Still not enough to hit the magic defense, unfortunately. Is this one of those where you can chain into another invoked fire spell? Okay. Because this guy's had some damage. So 5 right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
What was that? Fire 1? Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna do... Okay, I see. I'm just gonna burn a bunch of points and just immediately follow it up with a fire 3.
Okay, let's do it. His magic defense isn't that high, but it's higher than 9. Also higher than 12. No, it's not. It is 12.
Hey!
Never mind. So what is that? 15 points of damage.
Yeah.
His finger is closing on the trigger. You can actually even see whatever it is that they put in this arcane energy that they've fused into this metal start to glow and light up right as your fire spell misses, but you chain that into a fire 3. What does this look like as you take this guy out?
Oh.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, no, I'm just now processing this. Hang on 1 sec. Give me like 0.5 seconds. Because
Side note, I started weightlifting again today, and I did squats, and I regret it.
And that's our random fact of the day.
I'm very proud of myself for doing it, though. After my broken wrist, I went back and started
that is-
weightlifting again.
That is a big accomplishment.
so you can go
especially
fight
above
the
it.
thing that broke your wrist and...
I want Rhea Ripley arms, and it's gonna happen. Despite metal also now in my wrist.
Okay, so fire 3, consuming this thing. What's this look like?
I think this is about when Viola it kind of clicks. That Viola that she is actually a threat when she wants to be.
Okay.
So
I think she
Love that.
pulls off, like, she's holding the spell with one hand, takes off her hat with the other, says, "Fucking look at me when I'm talking to you, dipshit."
Right before he pulls the trigger, he looks over at you and he's going to say something. Like his mouth opens. "I'll deal with you in a minute." Right as he says that, your spell goes off.
Yep.
And before he can even get out the final minute, he starts to scream as his body just erupts in flames. Vaughn, you're standing there, stoic as fuck. Just like he's like right here from you. You can feel the heat rolling off of you, but I don't get the feeling that Vaughn's the type of guy that flinches from stuff like this. As he starts to
He's
kind of flail about, and you can see the shots that he had start kind of flying off in random directions in the sky, but missing everything. As he just kind of starts to like run around and panic until eventually he just collapses and the screams stop. There's still an air of chaos kind of around you, but for the most part, you've helped a lot of the Sylphs kind of get away and things are dying down a little bit, but there's still some kind of here and there. There are some downed twin adders, some obviously already deceased, others you're not so sure. As you look around, though, I will need another intelligence check from you, Viola.
Hell yeah.
Thank God. I love not having to use intelligence.
19. You look around at the carnage that's happening. And for the most part, your timely arrival has helped save a lot of people here, right? But you start to see the telltale signs of that machine. You notice the same thing that Zaxi did, the laser mark across the tree. As you're looking around, you can see like these small indents in the ground where this scorpion-like machine probably like walked through here. You can see holes in the sides of the houses and portions of the trees where some of those cannons may have fired. And then another memory kind of washes over you about looking
That's
over,
headache.
about providing some ideas. This past you, this you that feels like somebody totally different. But the memory is quick, and you remember telling them about that. Oh, what was it you were talking about earlier with like a fish of some kind? The way that it repels things. Incorporating that into the design. You remember also providing some additional insights into how to make the best ways to channel the magic through the weapon itself. As you come back to yourself, this whole other part of your past is slowly unlocking in the face of, well, the results of your efforts of your past life. And now you stand here, kind of seeing that duality within yourself. You can see the carnage that the old you that doesn't even seem like yourself at this point, what they were driving towards, and you see the destruction from your current perspective of all of the Sylphs that are fleeing. What's your vigilance?
Oh, gosh.
15. Also, the thing I was thinking of is called a pistol shrimp.
Pistol shrimp. Okay. You did say something about a shrimp.
It was a shrimp, and it has a claw that it, like, opens and closes so fast that if the jet of water that it makes doesn't kill the thing, then the bubbles that it makes
Mantis
definitely
shrimp.
will.
They punch so fast they break the sound barrier. You can actually hear a snap when they punch because they punch so fast it breaks the sound barrier.
And
It's pretty cool.
Generates a bunch of heat, so it absolutely just burns things to death fully underwater.
And Viola, that idea that you presented to whoever you were working on this with seems to have been incorporated into the design. So here's what I'll tell you. As we get closer, this information may allow you to have some insights into, maybe how to stop it, if you even want to at that point. This is a total character thing. You're going to have to decide which of the two sides you want to really embrace as we go forward here.
Oh, Christ.
And you said your vigilance was 15, right?
Correct.
You don't have enough time to react. But you see just the slightest shimmer as Vaughn, a white hot pain, shoots from the side of your neck. Viola, you see the shimmering come into view as the ninja appears, having attacked. Vaughn, your vocal cords don't seem to work as whatever poison is in this dagger starts to spread. As you just hear a voice whisper right next to your ear. Leave me for dead, you motherfucker. As he pulls it out, Vaughn, you fall to your knees. And you and Viola lock eye contact for a second as you try to speak and can't. Viola, you very quickly begin to react as the person looks up and catches your eye. You see they are dressed like the ninja, but they also are now sporting the very, very distinct insignia of the Empire. As his eyes lock with you and you see the dagger in his hand, and it falls to the ground. As he reaches up and he pulls off his mask, and there in front of you is your brother. And that's where we're going to end tonight.
No, damn it!
I've been so excited for that.
You brought Jasper Serene!
There we go. I liked watching the moment it kicked in what was happening for you, Psychic. This will be serious. This will be something. Also, we're going off book. Fuck it.
Fuck the book. Jasper Serene is here.
So, that's where we're going to pick up. The ninja that you thought left for dead seems to be a little bit harder to kill than you originally thought. So, and again, I would like to say to Viola, just remember, the choice of which side of yourself you embrace going forward is definitely up to you. The temptations for the Empire will also definitely be there.
Oh yeah, no, I want you to make this decision as absolutely difficult as possible, and I'm like, one of the easiest ways to do that is to like throw her brother at her, and I'm like, she's gonna do it, isn't he? He's gonna throw her brother at her.
I was. And the minute that we were doing Vaughn's intro and we had the little ninja, I was like, oh, I know who this is.
This is Jasper Serene. Because he wouldn't know. He wouldn't know who Jasper is.
Because Jasper also was acting as a spy alongside you. Yeah. And was concealing his identity too. So. And
he wouldn't, and the freaking like, yeah, he wouldn't have known, he wouldn't have told Viola about this ninja or whatever. Mm-hmm. Like.
And he was acting very full of himself, Empire driven kind of bullshit back then. So I'm excited to see what you all do next time. So we are going to cut it there. Might just be a little short tonight, but I thought it was a good ending place, and I'm afraid if we go too much longer, Killer will just die on stream. And I'm pretty sure
I might start hearing colors soon.
Yeah,
so.
I'm pretty sure that is against Twitch's
Are you
like
going
terms
to
of
meet
service.
the Hat Man?
Who knows, man?
On the bright side, though, if she does cock it on stream, that's great engagement bait. Like, you've got a title right there.
That's
if
true.
She does what now on stream?
Yeah, that's just how he says die. He's been saying it forever.
No, I didn't even hear. Spell that?
K-A-R-K.
Oh,
Oh,
I
like it.
thought
It's always sounded like cock to me, like C-O-C-K.
Oh, no, yeah.
I
I've just
heard
never questioned
carp.
it. Carp, carpet. So
I mean,
here's
no,
here's what I'm gonna say. We will be back in 2 weeks for this. So come back to find out what we do in 2 weeks for the Final Fantasy XIV. Next week, in this time slot, we will be back to our Daggerheart campaign, and it will be the first game that we're able to play with the official Alchemy Daggerheart module. We're all super excited about it. The game should run way smoother than it has been because it's just been my jank system that I put in there. Wednesday, I don't think we're actually streaming it, but we will be recording a new Curse of Strahd, and I am joining the campaign. We have started posting those episodes finally, so those are going to be going up every other Tuesday. So there was 2. We dropped the first 2 episodes last week.
And recorded. It is streamed over on Ravnock's channel.
Oh, is he streaming it? Okay, I thought he was just recording it.
Yes.
So check out Ravnock's channel then, and I'll drop the link in. And then for some reason, he doesn't want to upload them to YouTube, so they're going on my channel. So I'll take it. And now I'm in it anyway.
He's
If you're not watching Wolfkins on Thursday, wait, no, is it Tuesday that you're in The Walking Dead? When is The Walking Dead for you?
That is every other Tuesday, so that'll be next week.
Okay, well, on Thursday, if you want to watch me in the Electric State over on Coyote's channel at Gleaming the Strange, you want to watch the Electric State TTRPG where I play my previous character's who's now dead's cousin.
I love that.
That's on Thursday.
So here's what you should do. Watch that on Thursday, and then on Friday, catch up with Temptations that you missed from watching that stream, because we're doing that on Thursday. So just watch them both.
Yeah, or just go watch Temptations. And then on Friday, you can rewatch all the other previous episodes of the Electric State because we're like mid-thing so that you're not jumping into the middle of the thing. And then next week you have a more informed decision on what you're going to watch.
That's a good idea.
And I won't be, I won't be offended either way.
Well, Temptations is less regular than we would like it to be.
That's true.
Yeah,
who knows? True. Temptations might not even happen this Thursday. We'll let you know Thursday. But yeah, so that's what it looks like. So excited to see what happens here. But for now, Killer, go take yet some more allergy medicine and go to bed. And we will talk.
Say hi to the Hat Man for me.
Oh man, can't wait.
We'll see the rest of you in 2 weeks, or on one of those other streams we just mentioned. So, lally ho, friends. Have a great night.
Just hands out.